in the works.
The community has nothing to fear.
A meeting to build a new pedestrian bridge at our main campus. Political turmoil in Ohio.
We cook pretty good food, but cats and dogs are definitely not on the menu.
Our DC bureau is live with more on the threats toward Haitians. Back to business.
This is not something to take lightly.
After AT&T reaches a deal with union workers. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Dylan Pazay. And I'm Benjamin Cure. Today is Friday, September 20th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
6 years after the tragedy hit, construction of a new bridge will start soon. Plans are in the works this morning to construct a new pedestrian bridge from the main FIU campus to the city of Sweetwater across Southwest 8th Street.
Caplin News reporter David Lascano attended a community meeting and filed this report yesterday.
6 years ago on March 15, the FIU Sweetwater University City pedestrian bridge collapsed while under construction, taking the lives of many and making it one of the biggest infrastructure failures in South Florida in the last decade. Today, the Florida Department of Transportation will be hosting a meeting to discuss the reconstruction of the bridge.
It is a very, very, very safe bridge.
FDOT will be installing a pedestrian bridge in Southwest 8th Street to enhance community connectivity between FIU and the city of Sweetwater. The project comes with a $38 million budget and a 6-phase plan for construction. The team of engineers emphasized that safety is their biggest concern.
This is a completely different design. This is a steel continuous bridge. The previous bridge was a concrete. The factors that have been introduced into this completely new design. The community has nothing to fear.
This is what remains after the collapse of the bridge back in 2018, which claimed the lives of 6 people. Many Floridians are still haunted by this tragedy and now are asked to put their trust in this new project.
That's something you never forget. That's impossible to forget. But if they still continue to drive up and down 8th Street, east and west, they're probably going to hopefully feel safer with this new bridge. I'd be cautious until it's been up for a while and see what happens.
I do hope that with the new crosswalk, the students will use it and it will make them safer.
The thing is for them to stay safe and not cross the street and use the new bridge, which I think is going to be a lot safer for everybody in mind. Even myself, if I want to go across that way. I used to ride it in a bicycle. Don't do that anymore, but still.
The reconstruction is set to begin on October 8th. The Florida Department of Transportation reassures that this project responds to the need of many students living in the area for a safer passage to the university. Reporting for Caplin News, this is David Lascano.
After Trump's comments during the last presidential debate accusing Haitians in Ohio of eating dogs and cats, J.D. Vance continues to claim these allegations are true. The remarks have sparked backlash and are raising concerns about the targeting of the Haitian community, with fears of potential hate crimes and violence.
DC Bureau reporter Grecia Pacheco is in Washington, D.C. this morning with more on this developing story.
Haitians remain in the spotlight after J.D. Vance continued to support claims against immigrants in Ohio. Yesterday, I spoke with 2 Haitian American leaders in Florida who spoke more about the consequences of these accusations.
We cook pretty good food, but cats and dogs are definitely not on the menu,
said Cliff Sanhuber, a TV producer in Miami, Florida, the state that holds the largest Haitian community in the country.
Social media has a very good way of taking something from 0 to 100 really, really quickly. It can be dangerous.
They're dehumanizing us, I should say,
said Gitel Ruiz-Nicolas, the former president of the Haitian American Democratic Club of Broward County in Florida, where she has more than 30 years supporting the local Haitian community.
If I have to create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do, Dan.
Vance provided no evidence to support his claims, and several media outlets have reported there's no proof. The Republican Mayor Springfield and the Republican Governor of Ohio have both said the claims are false.
Our community, we are not ignoring the strain that the immigration has put in our community, but we are here to try to put our arms around it and to work as peaceably as possible.
Over the past week in Ohio, bomb threats continue to raise alarms across Springfield, threatening schools, universities, and city buildings.
These threats have all been hoaxes.
Trump was asked during a press meeting what he thought about the threats.
I don't know what happened with the bomb threats. I know that it's been taken over by illegal migrants, and that's a terrible...
The Haitian community continued to fight against this narrative by voting this upcoming November.
And will survive alongside all the other communities that has been going through the struggles as well.
And we're going to vote for somebody who does not reject us, letting the world know, yes, we're Haitian, but guess what? We're very proud.
Tomorrow, September 21st, volunteers and community leaders will be out rallying Haitian voters in key cities of the Broward County. For many, this election is their only chance to stand up and be counted. Reporting in Washington, D.C. for Caplin News, Grecia Pacheco.
The longest strike in the southeast region of AT&T workers has ended after 30 days. Roughly 17,000 employees associated with the CWA District 3 across 9 states, mainly technicians, along with other representatives, returned to work this week after they accused the company of engaging in unfair labor practices. The deal includes a little over 19% wage increase across the board and looks to prevent health care costs from rising. Caplin DC Bureau reporter Anthony Cruz brings us an update on the negotiations.
There's a sense of elation.
Alfredo Lopez is a digital technician and vice president of CWA Local 3122, one of its chapters in Miami. He says that above all, workers were looking to be treated with respect by the company.
This is not something to take lightly. You're asking people to forfeit their paychecks, to leave their jobs, not knowing when they're coming back. So we trusted leadership. We knew this was important. This is more than any benefits such as wages or anything. This is about dignity.
Lopez also said that members expect to receive further details of the agreement from the CWA next week.
And now it's just up to, leadership to share the information, the nitty-gritty, the details with us so that we can make an informed decision of whether to ratify it or to turn it down. We're not quite there yet. I believe they're putting all the pieces together so they can properly inform us, but we're very close. I believe sometime next week we're going to be getting that information.
AT&T released a statement the day the deal was reached, saying, quote, "As we've said since day one, our goal has been to reach fair agreements that recognize the hard work our employees do to serve our customers with competitive market-based pay and benefits that are among the best in the nation." Many local politicians joined strikers on the picket line, including former Congresswoman and Democratic Senate candidate Debbie Mucarsel-Powell, who said it was important to stand by workers.
You enjoy the weekends, you have to thank a union member. If you enjoy any paid holidays, you have to thank a union member. They are truly, truly the backbone of our economy, and they have built the middle class.
Reporting for Caplin News, I'm Anthony Cruz.
Starting September 29th, the moon will gain a new friend in the form of a mini-moon. Researchers discovered this wonder last month during the routine monitoring, giving it the name 2024 PT5. This mini-moon will only be around until November 25th, and it can only be seen using telescopes for professional astronomers.
Nike is making changes from head to toe. Nike CEO John Donahoe retires next month and will be replaced by former executive Elliott Hill. The announcement gave Nike stock a 9% boost. The company has faced challenges including flat sales and a 24% drop in stock this year after a distribution strategy backfired, forcing Nike to restore some retailers that they had previously cut out.
Major League Baseball history happened last night at the game between the Marlins and Dodgers at Lone Depot Park. Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani became the first MLB player ever to have 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in a single season. The Marlins couldn't stop Ohtani's bat as he helped the Dodgers by getting 10 RBIs. The final score was Los Angeles 20, Marlins 4. The Marlins begin their series with the Atlanta Braves tonight at 7:10 p.m.
A would-be car crook gets a big surprise inside a Miami Beach parking garage.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
If I'm a commercial fisherman and I don't have any fish to catch, I'm out of business, I'm unemployed. If I run a hotel or a dive shop, then people don't come and want to dive on our reefs because they...
The treasure that is South Florida's Biscayne Bay is facing challenges. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
whatever gets you talking. There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
Water warning, a rising problem in South Florida's backyard. With the beauty of South Florida's waters comes a growing concern for their future as rising pollution threatens our coastal ecosystem.
Caplin's Ivana Lusky shows us how local scientists are working to protect Biscayne Bay's fragile waters and what it means for our community.
With the ocean at our doorstep, South Florida waters are more than just scenic. They're a way of life here. These waters, however, face growing challenges that could affect the future of our coastal ecosystem. Dr. Alistair Harborne, a biological sciences professor at FIU, is one of many scientists concerned about Biscayne Bay's water quality.
Essentially, the problem is there's kind of too many people and the infrastructure is struggling to keep up with them. One of the challenges is human sewage, for example.
In 2020, septic tank runoff caused 27,000 fish to die in Biscayne Bay, according to Bloomberg. Leaks continue to pollute the bay with harmful bacteria and nutrients.
We're all environmental scientists here concerned about water quality, but things that we don't have control over are things like urbanization. We have a very popular metro region, so people want to live down here and they want to live on the water. So it's really us as humans that are contributing the excess pollution that's contributing to the lower water quality.
But why should residents and tourists care? Dr. Harborne explained.
If I'm a commercial fisherman and I don't have any fish to catch, I'm out of business, I'm unemployed. If I run a hotel or a dive shop and people don't come and want to dive on our reefs because they would rather go somewhere else with a healthy reef, I'm out of business. These are real social issues.
As we confront the challenges threatening our coastal waters, it's clear that the future of South Florida depends on the health of our oceans. Reporting for Caplin News, I'm Ivana Lusky.
A Corvette owner in Miami Beach is surprised to find a would-be thief trapped inside. An alleged car robbery attempt went wrong when the suspect was found trapped inside the owner's Corvette Monday night. The security system did not allow him to start the car without the mobile key, and the culprit was oblivious to the door release handle under the seat. Miami Beach police arrested the man who was later charged with attempted burglary. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
Stand is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Benjamin Cure.
And I'm Dylan Pazay. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.